I had the pleasure of catching up with Moletsane Mophethe, founder of startup MopTech Industries, to find out how they drive their clients towards sustainable behaviours without them necessarily realising it.
Hi folks, I'd like to share with you what we've been developing within MopTech's technology wing over the past few years. The technology is called the Floc-Opex recovery process, which in short we call FOR. Before I get into that and exactly how it works, I would like to share with you a bit about the rationale behind developing FOR. We understand that not all industries' primary focus is environmental sustainability, but more so profitability. We wanted a way to link environmental sustainability to financial returns and thus add a capitalist flavor to the green engineering framework. As for what it does, well, FOR is a process which allows for the selective recovery of metals from wastewater and sludge. The objective is to reduce volumes of wastewater or sludge which are going to be disposed of and that could have an adverse impact on the environment, but in the process, selectively recover target metals that can be used to increase company revenues, like in the mining operations, for example. In the case of fast-moving consumer goods and the potable water industry, the objective would be to reduce the amount of sludge generated in the flocculation and coagulation stage, and then subsequently recover and recycle the obtained metal flocculants back into the process. Through years of research and experimentation, we found that in general, it's much more cost-effective to recover and recycle these coagulants and flocculants as opposed to purchasing virgin products. Ultimately, money is being saved by reducing the volume of waste that requires disposing of, or even in some cases, neutralizing. But in addition to this, we're focusing on operational expenditure being reduced by recovering and recycling these key metals that are used in the coagulation and flocculation process in the case of FMCG and the municipal water industry. Or perhaps in the mining sector, we're looking at selectively recovering target metals from flotation tailings or from complex wastewaters in order to increase company revenues. How does the process work? Well, the full process is made of a few processing steps, mainly involving leaching, filtration, and ion exchange. Essentially, we start with a waste solution, and through a combination of manipulating variables such as the leaching solution, its pH, the leaching time, as well as particle size, we begin by extracting our metals into solution. Unfortunately, this process is not very selective, as the extraction leaches other undesirable metals and organics into solution, which then leads us to our donor and dialysis stage. Donor and dialysis is essentially an ion exchange process that allows us to selectively recover our target metals. And we do so by manipulating a host of variables, such as, for example, the membranes used, their charge, orientation, the valency size, and concentration of donor ions as well. Once we're happy and we've done this with our recoveries and our selectivity, we then concentrate and recycle the process solution that we've been using through a combination of traditional membrane processes such as nanofiltration and reverse osmosis. Through this FOR process, we've been selectively able to recover up to 90% of our target metals with a 95% selectivity rate. In short, FOR could serve as a powerful tool whether your company's objective is to reduce its environmental footprint or to recover target metals with the aim of increasing your bottom line.